So, yeah, this young Bob guy was tweeting the whole time he's at the Palestine demonstration at the game. Because obviously the game went ahead, so there was a Palestine demonstration outside. Is hooliganism just fighting? Yeah, like fighting and racist chants and all that shit. Property damage. Okay. Arriving at the Palestinian demo outside the Aston Villa stadium, I was immediately assaulted by someone who recognized me as a so-called Zionist. Thankfully, a few of the local organizers stepped in and kept things from escalating. Tense doesn't even begin to describe it. So I don't know if there's any extra like footage on like one of his channels somewhere or something that we can find, if anyone can look for that. But wait, let me move my camera a little bit. There we go. Okay. But yeah, you can see sort of the tone of his tweets. Tense doesn't even begin to describe it. So I haven't watched a lot of these clips yet. We'll see if this is really as like insane as he's presenting it. Let's have a look.
Solidarity, a message that the people of Birmingham are not going to.
So it's just some fucking grebe going like, Zionist supporter, kick him out, kick him out. And tapping his phone. That's not exactly crazy to start off with, is it? No, that's not Ethan. Ethan's a massive Zionist and hates Muslims. Okay.
What are you doing here?
Filming! Filming! Filming!
No violence! No violence!
He has a right to be here. Doesn't matter.
So, dude, literally, wait. So, bro, this is like narrative destroying. Like, now you see, like, why it's so, ambiguously phrased here at in the fucking blurb, the main paragraph. Some retarded, grebe, light lefty comes over like, Zionist supporter, knocking his phone a little bit. Not even crazy. And then everyone else, everyone even a slight shade darker in the crowd there, goes, all right, stop, what are you doing? You can't make it up, man. You can't make it up. It's like insane. Yeah.
We're gonna protect you. You're gonna protect you.
Dude. Look, he's apologizing. Tense doesn't even begin to describe it. One guy pressed you. Everyone else said, don't do that. And then he apologized. Tense doesn't even begin to describe it. Tense doesn't even begin to describe it. Dude. Most, like, you know, most pubs were probably more tense than this in the fucking, like, in the local area, you know what I mean? Like, you guys stepped into any pub within a mile, and you have a more tense atmosphere than this fucking protest.
Solidarity, a message that the people of Birmingham are not going to.
What are you doing here?
Filming! Filming! Filming!
No violence! No violence!
He has a right to be here.
He has a right to be here. He has a right to be here.
You're gonna protect you. No violence! Solidarity.
Dude, it's just crazy. It's crazy. The narrativizing is just so embarrassing. Oh, wait, here we've got... This is from earlier on. So this is from earlier on in the evening. Before it got dark. Outside the Aston Villa stadium, anti-Zionist posters have been plastered across council lamps, and police officers are already gathering ahead of expected unrest. Tensions are building fast in Birmingham. So, he did not get...
Just outside
what he was looking for here, I fear. He did not get what he was looking for.
Aston Villa football stadium, where of course the labelled "if you see a Zionist" called the anti-terrorist hotline propaganda has been posted all throughout the local area in antithesis for the national demonstration for Palestine. There's been more abbreviations that you'll be being able to see on screen, and this goes in comparison to the anti-Semitism posters that have been plastered all throughout Aston Villa football stadium.
Okay. And?
Arguing that their ban of Maccabi Tel Aviv fans is a form of inciting division within a very multicultural area. Just outside
Nope. That's retarded. The fans would have caused tensions because they're a bunch of racist hooligans. Now, he wasn't getting what he wanted, as we can see. He was not getting quite what he wanted, I don't think. But he did get arrested. So let's see that. Let's see him getting arrested.
Free Bob! Free Bob! Free
So lame.
Free Bob! Free Bob! Free Bob! Free Bob! Free Bob! Free Bob!
That is so lame, bro. So what do you get arrested for?
Assaulted me when I came here. The other guy said I don't want him here. How is that? I have done nothing. If you look at towards the reports that these people have made, I have not contributed anything physically, verbally, intellectually towards someone being under distress. It's this colloquialism that the police use is covered under people who have breached the peace. Have I breached the peace? Have I breached?
Wait, so what's he saying there?
It's this colloquialism that the police.
What's the police officer saying there? Sorry.
Verbally, intellectually, towards someone being under distress. It's this colloquialism that the police use is covered under people who have breached the peace. Have I breached the peace? Have I breached?
The dispersal order has been put in place. The dispersal order has been put in place. Dickhead. Dickhead. Fucking dickhead. Charge this guy now. Charge this guy. Charge this guy. Prosecute this guy. Convict this guy. What can you say, man? What can you say? They say to him clearly, the dispersal order has been put in place. If the police order a gathering to disperse, yes, if you refuse to leave, if you refuse to disperse, you may be arrested. Problem? Problem? Don't you like rule of law? Don't you like law and order? I like law and order. I don't like having a bunch of, you know, violent thugs like Bob running around, breaking dispersal orders, you know, causing problems.
Breach the peace. By doing what?
I've explained. You have to explain what is the grounds.
He's just saying.
What are the grounds?
Numerous instances where arguments are broken out. Okay.
No, it's one-way argument. Arrest the people who have complaints against me.
Big up Christian race.
You know what? I guarantee you, with the legal representation that I have, I will be able to laugh at any sheet of paper you give at me.
Dude, this is so fucking shameful, man. This is so shameful. With the legal representation I've got, I'll laugh at any piece of paper you give to me. Yeah, I'm glad the police took you away. Yeah, stop mouthing off. Stop being a little prick. Police say to disperse. Fucking disperse. Get a grip. You're at a fucking football game. You're not out there fucking, you know, fighting for your freedom. Come on, be serious.
Because firstly, the Sheikh invited me on stage to speak. That is a consensual discussion between a community leader. I think as police officers, in order to alleviate aggression, you would want me to be there to discuss.
Prior to that,
yeah, a guy who assaulted me that you've done nothing about. Another guy who just pointed me out when I wasn't even there.
Professionalism, officer.
They're trying to give him a dispersal order, but he says he's going to take you arrested, maybe.
You tried to legally get my details on camera because you know that fucked me over. Including the fact that yeah, and I have listened to you, but I'm not giving you my details. Under what section? Section 35, which includes me breaching the peace. Now, have I breached the peace?
Yes, you have.
He has got breached the peace. You've been told.
Explain the grounds of breaching the peace.
What law? What grounds?
You have to give grounds of why he's breaching
No
the peace.
legislation,
You know
no
what I mean?
law.
You can't just say breach the peace.
You can't just say
You can't just make it up.
Okay, listen, I'd be happy to stand on the other side of the road. However, that would be by the consent of your...
So he is being told to leave. It is another one. This is the same shit that happened the other week with that guy who was pretending that he was arrested for being Jewish. The guy who was lying and pretending that he was arrested just wearing a Star of David, when really he was told multiple times to stop crossing the like thing to get to the other set of protesters. You know, it's the same thing here. They're telling him go to the other side of the road, and he doesn't want to. They're telling him fucking disperse. Get out, fucking leave. Fuck off. And he's refusing constantly.
Not on this side of the road. However, you need to identify what is the parameters of reaching the peace. No,
stay away from the protest.
And I've done that.
Okay, it's on body one. It's on body one. So have the others. What you're going to see is, and you keep coming back into it, and every time you go back in there, okay, an argument breaks out, and you're in the centre.
Have I started these arguments? Have I even spoken to the people?
Dude, that's not the point. You keep going over to a group and getting in arguments, so they are telling you to leave, retard.
Every time you go in there, you're in
I
haven't even interviewed people. I interviewed one person. One person, and you've correctly identified the format as an interview.
That's a bit of a two-tier.
The first occasion was a man who...
Yeah, young Bob kicked out of 109 protests through no fault of his own. Kicked out of 109 protests through no fault of his own. Banned from 109 pro-Palestine protest groups through no fault of his own.
Came up to you and said, I don't like him because he just speaks his corner.
The
second gentleman
young Bob's rocked up, he's been attacked. We're down there trying to remove him from the area.
No law, and you want to take Bob.
He's going to have to arrest him and then he's going to have to sue you.
I'll take the public.
Yeah, arrest him and then he'll sue you, isn't it? Free Israel!
Yeah. You're in free Israel, dude. Like, what?
So he's arresting young Bob. Yeah, laugh at him, Bob. Take it.
We'll take it.
You're just like retarded. You're just like retarded. It's just so bad.
We'll take the arrest. Yeah. And him man wanted to talk to a Christian. That's what it was. What is wrong with that? So we're not allowed to...
Sorry, he's getting let's see this bit.
Correctly identified the format as an interview.
I've been there on two.
That's a bit of a two-tier.
The first occasion was a man who came up to you and said, I don't like him because he just speaks his corner videos. The second gentleman assaulted me for no reason as I tried to ask him a question. The third time that you're now using... No, I am not.
He's going to have to arrest him and then he's going to have to sue you in court, isn't he?
I'll take the arrest.
He'll sue the shit out of you. Yeah, arrest him and then he'll sue you, isn't it? At the moment, mate, you're under arrest.
Yeah.
So he's arresting young Bob.
So I thought we were going to get more of that. I want more of the arrest. I want more of the discussion leading up to the arrest. I want some of this close-up footage of the discussion so that I can hear the police explanation closer. Oh, here we go. Well, let's see this. Young Bob refused a Section 35 dispersal order that would ban him from most parts of Birmingham, including the location of his hotel, solely because he had a debate. He was then arrested or remains in custody. Okay. So he was debating some Muslim guy. Apparently got arrested. Let's see this.
I don't insult the Prophet. I don't insult the Prophet. Well, you're not going to say that here, obviously, because it's going to aggravate people. But let me tell you something.
Well, you know what? I don't give any admiration to a prophet that I believe is obviously false. However, I reciprocate the courtesy that's given to me. So, for example, the Speaker's Corner speakers who are embroiled in financial and sex scandals, I will say things to them that you probably don't like. However, that is the courtesy.
I'm unaware of that.
Well, I'm aware of a certain hijab.
I'm not.
We don't have to discuss.
I'm not from Hyde Park. I'm from Birmingham.
Of course, yeah.
So let's talk on our turf, on in our context. There's no sex scandals and there's no money scandals. But who I do address is Tommy Robinson, who speaks about Islam with total ignorance, and I suppose you yourself will speak with total ignorance as well.
Well, I disagree with Islam of the cusp that it bastardises the Old and New Testament prophets in the case of what they believe about God.
Well, doesn't the Old Testament say that Lot slept with his own daughters and Noah was a
Do you know why, though?
Meaning?
Do you know why Lot slept with his own daughters, though? It was out of...
Oh no, but there's a good reason for it. There's a good reason for it. But you know why? Do you know why Mohammed married a 9-year-old though, young Bob? Do you know why he married a 9-year-old? But you know, but there was a good reason for it, young Bob.
Ignorance of God's commandment. Lot was ordered. Debate me on stage. Do you want to debate on Islam on stage? Do you want to do a stage discussion on Islam?
No, we'll carry on, yeah.
We'll carry on here, yeah. So, yeah, do it on stage, yeah? Let's go on stage, yeah, cool on. Let's have a stage discussion on Islam.
Let's have the discussion, yeah.
Alright, so
what I'm saying is
so you gave a challenge actually, and I was actually going to DM you about this, about talking about Islam. Now, I don't have any moral issues with Islam. However, I think prima facie would have an issue with it. But my issue with Islam is that I think it's a false religion, just off the cusp of what it teaches.
You don't have any moral issues with Islam.
So that's what I want to discuss about, really.
theologically, if people of other faiths would deem the other faith as being false.
No, not off the merit of why I believe Christianity is true.
Okay, well, what happens here? Okay.
Of Christ.
It's getting dangerous now. Can you leave there? You're going to prevent. We need to prevent a breach of the peace.
Yeah,
you're winding people up, so go that way.
I'm not going to wind them up. In fact, they invited me to a discussion. Send me. Oh, send that to me. They know my name. I do, my friend.
Essentially, mate, there's a section 35 dispersal order being put in place against yourself, okay? So you say section 35 dispersal order has been authorised by Superintendent 7915 Hadley. The authority starts at 0900 hours this morning.
Guys, can I just ask you just to step on the footpath?
Sorry, so what has he prescribed as the people who have been sectioned as?
Say again, sorry.
So who are the people that have been given this section?
It's not against a group of people. It's been issued against people who we suspect of breaching the peace.
I dispute that because he invited.
You dispute it. However,
hold on.
Put in place, and
the conditions under a breach of this. Okay.
Yeah, you can read.
Yeah, I can read it. So you tried to say that I am breaching the peace. However, you got me out of that.
We're doing everything we can to prevent a breach
of course.
Of peace.
Now, I'm happy.
Hence, you're being.
I am happy to stand here to film. However, I'm not happy to move an astronomical far away. And that's probably even counting where my hotel is. So I'm not doing it. How
yeah,
far
I mean, well, too bad. That's the police have power to do this. Like, I don't know. He thinks he can win a lawsuit on this. Are you retarded? That's a totally legitimate order from the police. They have the power to do this. This is totally like police have insanely broad, sweeping powers when it comes to preventing breach of peace protests. You can thank the Tories for that. That this is just how it is. If you've been going over there, especially, I haven't seen them ask him already previously to not keep going back over. If he was going back over and ignoring police orders to stay away from the group, I totally think this is legitimate. Even like on a moral level, I think this is legitimate. But it's definitely legitimate legally. It's just whether it's like, am I actually in support of it? If he's been warned already, I'm definitely in support of it. If he's not, I'm a bit iffy about it. But no, the police absolutely have the right to do this. Police absolutely have power to do this. If you're, perceived as being like an antagonist or anything to a crowd, you can just be removed. You can be removed. You can be told to fuck off. Police are able to do that. Been able to do that for years. That's just the way it is.
That?
Well, there's a map there for you.
Is that where it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a hotel there.
Under what grounds have you issued? Were we trying to issue him this with?
Section 35 dispersal.
You're trying to offer him a Section 35 dispersal, yeah?
We need your details. Say it again, sorry.
Under what grounds?
I've explained it to him already.
No, it's only
breach of the peace.
I know, but
he was the one who literally invited me to come here. He invited me to speak with him.
However, there's been numerous incidences now, hasn't there?
No, he invited me to speak with him.
So yeah, he's saying that. So the police officer is saying there's been numerous instances there. Bob's not denying it. Yeah. I'm getting the sense. It's
just a consent.
He's been told to fuck off.
Okay, how about this? Okay, we can agree.
You staying here.
Try and just negotiate with the police officer now. It's just so shameful.
No, if I stay on this road,
hence you are being.
I have a hotel room here. Okay. I am not moving away from my hotel. You are sectioning me of an entire, even including Birmingham New Street. Yeah. I am not doing that. However, I want you to give me an argument for why I'm breaching the peace.
I'm not doing that, bro. You're doing to a police officer.
Was invited to speak
you will
to
be
the
doing
Sheikh
that,
there.
or you'll be getting arrested.
That's actually quite peaceful.
In the last 2 minutes, yes, you were. However, there's been numerous incidents in the last hour, okay, that have caused outbursts from parties from that side.
Could I suggest something? If I stay on this side of the road here, I wouldn't be breaching the peace. I wouldn't even be able to have contact with the
I think this is legit. I think this is a legit arrest. I don't think there's even a problem with this. I think this is actually just totally fine. They are citing previous instances. They are citing previous instances repeatedly, and he's not denied any of it.
We've directed you to do that numerous times. You keep
in fact, I was staying there after you told me.
Do that numerous times. You keep coming back over and going onto that side.
You told me.
Into the middle of that
you told me.
Okay, where further arguments keep breaking out.
I am not.
Hence this
That is an invalid dispersal warning.
not.
I am not breaching the peace. Can you tell me how I'm doing that?
I've already explained it to you numerous times.
What have I done?
I've already explained it to you numerous times.
What have I done?
I've already explained it to you numerous times. We're going around.
What have I done?
Again. Yeah. We need your details though. So
No.
Happy to give you details.
Yeah, this is just totally legit. This kid deserved to get arrested. Totally fucking deserved. I'm sorry. You just do. You don't get to ignore police orders and go be an antagonist to protesters repeatedly. Sorry.
Pardon?
And what do you want his details for?
Are you happy for him to leave without his details?
Yeah, you can't take. But what do you want his details for?
I'm not happy to leave.
He ain't giving his details in front of all these people and cameras. Not a chance in hell. And also, under what section do you want his details in the first place? Because I'm his legal
That's fine. You get in the car. That's fine. Get in the van. You can take the details in the van.
We're not accepting no.
Take your details down the station. In fact, take his details down the station. Fuck it. Why not? That's out of the way.
Dispersal. Let's go, Bob. Let's go this way. Leave him.
What under what dispersal?
Wait.
So this dickhead that's with him is trying to get him to like leave, just like walk away from the police. No, you're gonna get detained, retard.
Detaining him under.
No, it's being dispersed on section 30.
It's like so.
We disperse ourselves. Yeah. We disperse ourselves.
Showing the map area.
We don't need the map.
Dickhead.
We don't need no map.
We don't need a map. We don't need a map. What a fucking dickhead.
Walk away from it.
Dude, is that his fucking dad? Is that his dickhead fucking dad, do we reckon? Do you reckon his dad got him fucking arrested?
Yeah? Don't engage with him. Yeah? Just walk away from him. Do not engage with him. If he starts asking you for your details, you want to know why you can't have certain rights. Yeah? You've got rights. You can't just come and take your details.
They've just sectioned me.
It's AA
Absolutely
orders.
no reason whatsoever. In fact, the Sheikh invited me to speak with him. Absolutely.
Under what
So it's an
section
order.
do you want it? Let's go this way. Let's go. Disperse ourselves.
Yeah.
We disperse ourselves.
Showing the map area.
We don't need the map. We don't need no map. Walk away from it. Why you can't have certain rights. Yeah, you've got rights. You can't just come and
So you just don't really
They've
have
just
rights in
sectioned
this
me.
sort of situation. I'm gonna be real. You do have some rights, obviously. But you don't have the right to stick around. The police can just tell you to fuck off. I'm sorry, they can. The Tories gave them like broad sweeping powers, broad sweeping public order powers to basically determine on the fly if they think something's a public order threat. That's the powers the police have.
Absolutely no reason whatsoever. In fact, the Sheikh invited me to speak with him. Absolute joke.
Wow, fucking
The
whinging.
fact is that the police are scared of people speaking out. They're scared of recordings. They're scared of people that could put Birmingham police under dispute. It's
That's not what was happening there at all, you fucking retard. Nothing you were doing was anything to do with the police. They're not protecting themselves. They're trying to keep the situation cool by removing you. None of it was where is that? It's just like totally spinning up, just like whatever retarded narrative he can on the fly. Whatever retarded persecution narrative he can. It's so pathetic, dude. Seriously. I fucking hate these people so much. I fucking hate these lowlives so much. Just immediately on the fly try to come up with a total bullshit narrative that doesn't map onto anything we've just seen. We just saw the whole interaction. Doesn't map onto anything. The police try to stop him from speaking out and holding the police to account. That's not what he was doing. It's nothing to do with what he was doing. Fucking retard. Fucking idiot. Seriously. Like, dude. I hope all this shit blows over and people like this can't get a fucking job in 5 years. It'd be so fucking awesome.
ridiculous.
Holy shit.
Why do you want his details? Don't take that bit of paper, Bob. Do not look at it.
You are now leaving.
So total scumfuck liars. Like, if the world worked the way these fucking retards want it to work, these police would literally be fired right here. Like, they would just get, like, you could just make up whatever retarded narrative you want and then get those police fired. That's what he wants to happen right here.
No, he hasn't, mate. Please, no, he hasn't. He don't know no map. Yeah?
They dispersed him.
He's not very good at reading and writing.
Fucking, he was only having a debate with someone. What the fuck?
Okay, so if I argue to you that I'm not breaching the peace, that's not a disbursement warning. That it covers me.
It's not up to whether he.
They invited me to speak. In fact, you know what? I will take the. You know what? I will take the arrest and I'll win. I will take the arrest and win. Because you know why? Because I wasn't breaching the peace. He invited me. He invited me. In fact, okay,
You take the arrest and win. What does that mean? You're not being like charged or anything. You've been told you're breaching the peace and being given a dispersal order. They're just gonna take you down the fucking station. Tell you to fuck off. That's all that's going to happen. What do you mean take it and win? There's nothing to win. It's a legitimate use of their powers.
I'll win it, and I'll also get the guy who pushed me arrested.
That was an imam
Yeah.
who just spoke to a Christian. That's all it was.
So I'll take the arrest, and I'll win.
He's a Christian who wants to speak to an imam. That's all it was, officer.
He literally invited me on stage. So you know what? I'll take the arrest. I'm going to stand here. I'm going to take the arrest, and I'll win. Because I know that I have not been just breaching the peace.
You've been dispersed under a Section 35 order.
Have I been breaching the peace?
That's not what I'm saying. I said
No, because you said the Section 35 is under people who have breached the peace.
Yeah, it's not like this isn't the point. No, it's the Section 35 is about preventing breaches of the peace. So you might be breaching the peace, or you might be considered a threat to the peace. It might be that you're antagonizing other people in a way they might breach the peace. But they can do whatever they want. They can basically do whatever they want. That's the way that works. That's the powers the police have been given.
Have I breached the peace?
Well, you jumped in there and
No, we didn't. It was invited.
He was invited.
It's live on camera.
It's all on video.
Video's live. He was invited.
One guy who assaulted me.
Stop talking over me if you don't want to be spoken to, okay? There's been numerous incidents in the last hour, okay, where arguments have broken out and you've been at the centre in each and every one of them.
No, I haven't. In fact,
Yes, you have.
no, it was one guy who... Wait, hold on.
One
One guy assaulted me when I came here. The other guy said, I don't want him here. How is that? I have done nothing. If you look towards the reports that these people have made, I have not...
So it's not about whether you started them. That's not what the section's about. It's not what the law is about. It's not, oh, you're starting fights, so you have to go. That's not what it's about. You're a threat to the peace. You are breaching the peace. Okay? That's the point that's being made. It's not that you're necessarily doing something. You're being active and starting fights with people. It could be people starting fights with you, but if you're a magnet for it, you can be the one removed. That's just the way the law works. Sucks for you. Cry about it, bitch. Yeah, and he is red. No one should be this red at fucking this age.
Not contributed anything physically, verbally, intellectually towards someone being under distress. It's this colloquialism that the police
He can't even
use
talk properly. He
is
literally
covered
can't even
under
talk
people who
properly.
have breached the peace. Have I
Can't
breached
even
the
speak
peace?
English. Trying to be a patriot.
Have I breached the peace?
Yes, you have.
By doing what?
I've explained to these.
No, you haven't. He's just said.
Numerous incidents where there's been
Including
arguments have broken out.
I don't know why police are answering questions. I wish the police wouldn't answer questions. Just arrest him. Literally just arrest him. This needs to be new police advice. If there's some retard putting a camera in your face, stop answering questions and arrest him. It's that simple. Why are you still having this conversation? Don't give him the fucking Twitter video. Just throw him in the fucking van. Stop having the conversation with him.
No, it's one-way argument. Arrest the people who have complaints against me for no reason. Because you know what? I guarantee you, with the legal representation that I have, I will be able to laugh at any sheet of paper you give at me. Because firstly, the Sheikh invited me on stage to speak. That is a consensual discussion between a community leader. I think as police officers, in order to alleviate aggression, you would want me to be there to discuss. Yeah, a guy who assaulted me that you've done nothing about. Another guy who just pointed me out when I wasn't even there.
Details for the assault, but we need you to leave and.
Just arrest him. Just throw him in the fucking
van. You're the
van.
one who eagerly tried to get my Hold on. You tried to eagerly get my details on camera because you know that fucked me over, including the fact that one interview.
Like, it's just like so deranged. You're such an idiot, man.
It's true.
And blotchy ass face as well.
Yeah, and I
So
have listened
gross.
to you, but I'm not giving my details.
Okay, but we need you to leave.
Under what section? Section 35, which includes me breaching the peace. Now, have I breached the peace?
Yes, you have.
By doing what?
Several. I've been told.
But
Right,
you've
stop
been
having
so
the
you're
debate.
following order.
Stop having the debate with him. Stop having the debate. Arrest him. Put him in the fucking van. Make him leave. Stop arguing. Say, I'm not arguing with you. This is what's happening. Exit this area or you're being arrested. I'm not arguing with you. This is what's happening. Exit this area. Here's the map. Or you're being arrested. Give him another go, and then, okay, you're being arrested. That's why are we doing this debate? Why are you engaging with his questions?
No, it's not. It's a member of the public.
What have I done?
So we need to.
You have to give ground of why he's breaching the peace.
legislation,
You know what I
no
mean?
law.
You can't just say breach of peace.
They can actually. They literally can.
Yes.
What? Okay, listen, I'd be happy to stand on the other side of the road. However, that would be by the consent of your...
Directed you to do that numerous times.
Not on this side of the road. However, you need to identify what is the parameters of breaching the peace. No, you haven't. You haven't, and I've done that.
It's on body one.
It's on body one. We're going to see. What you're going to see is the fact that...
And you keep coming back into it, and every time you go back in there, okay, an argument breaks out and you're at the centre of...
Have I started these arguments? Have I even spoken to the people that have these...
You're interviewing someone and an argument breaks out.
No, I haven't even been interviewing people. I interviewed one person. One person, and you've correctly identified the format as an interview.
Well, I've been there on 2 separate instances.
Okay, the first occasion was a man who came up to you and said, I don't like him because he does Speaker's Corner videos. The second gentleman assaulted me for no reason as I tried to ask him a question. The third time that you're now using... No, I am not.
Okay, all right. We just...
Have to arrest him and then he's going to have to sue you in court.
I'll take it. I'll take the arrest, and this will be laughable.
Yeah, arrest him and then he'll sue you, isn't it?
Okay, all right. At the moment, mate, you're under arrest.
Yeah.
Okay, refusing to...
So he's arresting young Bob.
I'll laugh at it.
Yeah,
We'll take it.
Take it, mate.
We'll take it. We're going to take the arrest. We'll take the arrest.
Justified, totally justified arrest. Shouldn't have engaged so many of his questions, though. Should have told him to fuck off.